Cheryl, and today I'm going to be showing you a Barbie inspired Halloween tutorial. So if you are interested in seeing how I created this look, then stay tuned. First, I like to take my favorite moisturizer and apply that to my face in preparation for my primer. Then I take Hourglass Primer, which is my new favorite primer, and apply that to my face. Now I'm taking my Revlon Colorstay liquid makeup in medium beige, and I'm applying this in small sections, first on one cheek and then I'm moving to my next cheek. I find that this foundation dries very fast, so I need to work on one section at a time. Now I'm working on my nose and then I'm moving to my forehead. I have quite a bit of noticeable veining on my eyelids, so I like to take a bit of my foundation and just run it over my eye area. For Barbie, I want my face to be completely flawless, so I noticed there is a little bit of redness still left on my cheeks, so I'm just applying a bit more foundation. Next, take your favorite concealer. I'm using MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC20 and applying it to any blemishes I have on my face and just blending it in with my finger. Now I'm using my BH Cosmetics 120 eyeshadow palette, and this is the 5th edition. I find that these palettes come in really handy, especially around Halloween time, because I don't have all the eyeshadow colors that I need in my collection. So any kind of pinks that I do need for this look that I don't have on hand is great to pick up from this palette. And now I'm just filling in my brows with a lighter brown shade just to lighten them up a bit so that it looks a bit better with blonde hair. Now I'm applying a eyelid primer. Now I'm using MAC Painterly Paint Pot and applying that all over my lid as well. I find that eyeshadow sticks much better on a paint pot. Now I'm just taking a light pink shade and applying that to my entire lid. And it wasn't light enough for me, so I'm just taking a bit of a white shimmery shade and applying that on top. Now with a fluffy blending brush, I'm taking a medium pink eyeshadow and applying that into my crease and just blending out my lid color. When I'm creating any eye look, most of my time is spent blending. So when you feel like you've blended enough, just go back and blend some more. It just makes a really nice gradient effect on your eyes. Looking at one eye and going back to the other, I kind of just even it out by touching on one and then touching on the next just to make it even. Now I'm using a medium purple and applying that into my crease. I'm using a pencil brush to do so. With that same pencil brush, take a medium brown eyeshadow and put that in the crease. I felt that the pencil brush was a bit too large, so I went in with my brow brush and really cut my crease with that medium brown shade. I ended up dragging the brown all the way into my inner corner and onto my outer corner as well, and then I dragged it down into a V-like shape, connecting it on my outer corner of my eye. Now taking a small blending brush, I'm just lightly blending out that crease color. You want to keep it still dark and defined, yet still have the top edge blended nicely into the pink. Now taking a highlight, I'm using MAC Phloof and applying that to my brow bone. I'm taking a fluffy blending brush again and just applying a hot pink eyeshadow above the brown crease color, and this just added a touch more pink that I wanted for this look. Now I'm going back and forth with that same blending brush and just adding more pink to each eye to make sure they're both even and blended. To save time, I applied my liquid liner off camera, and now I'm just touching up my crease with that medium brown shade. I wanted this to be very defined, and now I'm curling my lashes with an e.l.f. eyelash curler and applying my favorite primer, which is by Dior, and it's the Dior Show Lash Maximizer. And now I'm applying my favorite mascara, which is CoverGirl Lash Perfection Mascara in black. I'm not too concerned about making my eyelashes perfect because I'm going to be applying some falsies on top. So just apply a couple coats and you're good to go. Now I'm using these really spiky doll-like eyelashes and applying them to my eyes. I then just like to take my fingers and kind of press my own eyelashes into the falsies. And now I'm taking some lower lashes by Makeup Forever and I cut them in half and apply them on my lower lash line. And I'm taking that same medium brown shade and just applying it lightly underneath my eyes. Now I'm taking a brown mascara by CoverGirl, the same Lash Perfection that I love, and applying that to my lower lashes. If you don't want to add any glitter, this is what your completed eye will look like, but I'm taking MAC Reflex Pearl and applying that to my lid. Basically any time that I can get away with wearing glitter, I'm going to. Halloween is just the perfect time for me to crack out my Reflex Pearl and make my lids shimmery. The only problem with glitter is that you need to make sure that you wipe the fallout away. But I'm finished my eyes. I am moving on to my under eye concealer and I'm using my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NW25 and just applying this with my ring finger. I use my ring finger because it applies the least amount of pressure to your under eye area, which is delicate. This is what the completed eye looks like with glitter. Now I'm taking my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder and using this to set my under eye concealer, and I find this really brightens the under eye area. And also looks really good with flash photography. Now I'm taking my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in medium dark and setting my foundation. I'm just using a little bit of product to set my foundation. I don't want to be too cakey. And now I'm contouring my face with MAC Emote Blush, and I'm just bringing that down along the hollows of my cheeks as well as on my temples. I skip contouring my forehead, which I typically do because I'm going to be wearing a wig and the wig has bangs, so I didn't really need to contour my forehead. I also opted to contour my jawline and underneath my chin just to make sure that my face is really defined and contoured well. Now I'm taking my favorite blush palette and it's by Tarina Tarantino and using the color Candy Cameo, which is the hot pink one with a small amount of silver glitter, and just adding that to my cheeks. And this really gives me a doll-like cheek. Lastly, I'm taking MAC Silver Dusk Loose Powder and I'm applying this to my cheekbones, and this adds a great sheen to the cheeks and also photographs really well. After highlighting my cheeks, I'm just taking a small amount of product and bringing it down the bridge of my nose, on my upper lip, and also a bit on my forehead. Now I'm lining my lips with MAC Subculture Lip Liner. And you can use any beige, brown, nude shade for this, but I love MAC Subculture and I use this for a lot of different looks. Now I'm taking MAC Real Doll lipstick, and this was part of their Barbie collection, which I thought was perfect for this look, and just filling in my lips. Now I'm taking this lip gloss by Anastasia. It is in the shade Plastic, which I thought was the perfect Barbie pink shade for this look and thought looked really good over top of a light pink lipstick. Your final makeup should look something like this. But you're not done yet. You're gonna need a blonde wig. Before putting on your wig, you're gonna need a sexy hairnet like the one I'm using. Tie your hair back in a ponytail, and I secured it just with a normal hair elastic, and I kind of wrapped it around itself into a bun and put my hairnet over at the back and just slid it over my head and stuffed the remaining hair pieces under so that they didn't show when I put my wig on. And apparently I am loving my hairnet. Now I'm putting on my blonde wig Just brushing it out, making sure that it's straight and everything's in place, and you're almost set to be Barbie. In terms of my outfit, I just kept it simple. I had a Barbie necklace and I used a hot pink dress and hot pink heels. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It was really fun to film. I absolutely love Halloween because it's so fun transforming myself into something I'm not normally every day. So, as always, thank you all for watching.